This program contains scenes of nonsensical garbage and coarse language and is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, my little pumpkins. In today's video, we are heading back to the graveyard because we need to see if any of this dead is still good. If you didn't see my video last month, I'll link it in the corner. My baby Cal gave me this beautiful idea of looking back into my collection and trying to make up products that are pretty much long dead and gone. Products so old that they can technically run for president. So in today's video, we are going back to the graveyard and we are digging through my treasures to see if some of the things that I still hold on to, because y'all know I am a healthy declutterer, but there are quite a few products that I still hold on to, and we're gonna see if they're good or if it's time that I just let them go. Thank you, Rocket Money, for sponsoring today's video. I am so beyond thankful for finding Rocket Money this year, because without them, I would still be paying for things that I don't even use. Rocket Money is the app you need to achieve financial freedom. It allows you to cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and better manage your money. And while I first fell in love with them for doing my dirty work of canceling unwanted subscriptions, because listen, long story short, y'all know I'm a Libra, okay? And I don't handle conflict well. But even more than that, I absolutely love them because they have been incredibly helpful when it comes to budgeting. As y'all know, we moved at the beginning of this year, and with moving, there were a lot of unexpected expenses, like a new couch, because our old couch wouldn't fit. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm still so mad about it. Anyway, so in addition to creating a monthly budget, we've been using Rocket Money's Smart Savings, and it's slowly but surely building up our little nest egg. So thank you, Rocket Money, for making it easy. Get the tools you need to achieve financial freedom. So head to rocketmoney.com/TeresaIsDead to try it out today. Thank you again to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video, and y'all go support the sponsors that support your garbage queen and save yourself some money. You're welcome. So with that said, let's see what I dig up today. Hello, my little pumpkins. All right, let's start with, oh yeah, look, I have new dumpsters. How cute, right? All right, let's start with the foundation. I'm thinking something old, clearly. And immediately, the first thing I think of is this guy right here, because this is old. They don't even have it in this packaging anymore. But as much as I want to use the Beauty Blender foundation, which I love, I remember loving the out of this stupid ass foundation from Tarte. This is the Found Sealer. I think this has to be like my second or third bottle. No, probably my second bottle. Needless to say, I haven't used it in a hot min. So I think let's go with Tarte today. I know, but we're gonna go with Tarte today. That sounds solid. You're gonna see a lot of holes in my, everything's kind of a mess in this room, so my apologies. So that's why if it looks kind of up, a lot of the stuff is actually behind me, and I'm not even going to show you that because then that humanizes me to you people, and we don't need to have that. So anyway, remember, I'm an influencer, okay? Like, I'm supposed to be perfect. All right, let's see, what do we have here? So we got primers. I haven't used this one in a little bit. I remember liking this, I think. No, I liked it. Let's go with this one. Let's go with NYX. Although there's a Chantecaille one too back there. I've had this. I've had this for a while too, actually. You know what? We're gonna combo this motherfucker today. I don't know. Let's leave these two, and then I will do like an ultimate pick at the end. But I'm gonna go with those two. All right. In terms of concealers, what do we got? These are all pretty fairly new, these concealers, so I don't think that's fair. I mean, this is kind of newer. This is newer though. But I mean, it would make sense. But no, that one's newer. We're not gonna touch that one. LYS is kind of calling me, but okay. Let's look at this one. Concealers, I kind of got rid of a lot of them. That's kind of been out there for a minute. Let's see. What do we got here? I know we used Collab before, so we're not going to do that again. I'm going to do a little fact checking, but I'm going to take out the Kosas though, because I've had that for a minute. I'm going to look back at my videos. I'm going to see which one's the older one, and we're going to go in with that one. Okay. So let's move on to powder, and here's what I'm thinking. Immediately, I kind of go to Chantecaille because I've I've had that one for a long time. But I was just thinking, you know what? You know what I haven't used in a hot minute because I've been babying it because I'm afraid that I'm going to run out? This. Oh my God, you see my titties. Sorry. Anyway, listen. I love this powder and it doesn't exist and I hate that. And this is the best under eye brightening powder to have ever exist. And I think we need to fucking use it. So yeah, let's go in with this guy. Okay, so I kind of like switched up this section and I put my giant, spinny, beautiful, adorable nail polish rack here, which, and fun fact, one of these bottles, looking at you, Hollow Taco, fell on this tile floor and it fucked my floor up. I'm renting, not cute. There was like sparkles everywhere. Hated that for me, but we finally got it all up. It took forever, but yeah. So word to the wise, if you have tile floor or just like hard flooring in general, try to put like a rug or something, especially if you are going to lay out your nail polishes like this. Don't fuck your floor up, okay? All right, good. That's it. Let's move on to bronzer. So we have a bunch of like cream products back here, which, hold on. Oh, we using you, bitch. Oh, you ancient. Okay, so we're using this one. This is the Makeup Revolution The Simpsons collab that came out 85 yonders ago. This is a great product. Let's hope it's still a great product. It probably isn't, but whatever. Let's move on to some cream blushes. So we could go in with something like this, like a Pixie. I haven't used this in a hot minute. Or we could do some About Face, which I haven't used in a hot minute. I fucking love these. These are so good. Oh, fuck. Oh, bitch. We found its twin. We're going to use this. Okay, so we have this for blush. Ooh, that's going to be fun and toxic. I love that. Okay, so to make my life incredibly easy, I just grabbed the drawer and brought it over here. So I don't know, I just did like a decluttering of stuff. We could go in with some Ritual Defeat because I've had these for a minute, but we could do some of this. We could do this Physicians Formula. I've had this for a hot second, but I kind of think we should do Ritual Defeat, especially like the metamorphic highlighters. I think we're going to go in with these two because I've actually had these the longest. This is the Sorcerer, which is pretty much like an icy white highlight, but I think we should use this one too, which is Chimera, which feels like it should be facing off with Godzilla, and I love it. So let's go in with those two. This should come as no surprise that we're going to use this palette. I talked about it in the last video, and as much as I loved using that fucking Tarte palette, I need to use this because I need y'all to see how good this motherfucking Tin Man Dick Silver is. This is probably going to be the best product that we use today, mark my words. Or I just jinxed it. Either way, stay tuned. So I did a little research to try to see which concealer was technically older, and that is the LYS. LYS is technically older. So here's hoping. Here's hoping I still like it. But technically Kosas, I think I had that a month after I got the LYS. So there you go. And the other thing was the primers. We are going to be going with the Chantecaille. It was literally just in front of me. Where the fuck did it go? We are going with the Chantecaille because the NYX one is more of like a recent one within like the last year or so. The other thing that I didn't get to film because it just escaped me until just now. But where I'm sitting, when I look across the room, I notice I have a very small yet filled container of these beautiful sprays from Flower Beauty. It's been a minute since I talked about this, and I'll be honest, it's been a minute since I've actually used it. So we're gonna see if I'm still loving it or if I should somehow just let go the 57 bottles that I have that I have over there. What can I say? I love capitalism. Okay, so my face is very shiny because I know what I'm going to be doing to it today. I'm going to be putting it through the ringer. So I wanted to at least be nicely hydrated before I start fucking my face up. So the Healthy Glow is that of skincare. So let's start with the first product, which is a primer, which is right in front of my face. I don't know why I did this, but here we go. This is from Chantecaille. This is the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint. I really like this product. I think it's a very nice primer. Is it my favorite thing? No, it's no Ritual Defeat Thorn Oil, but the bitch is definitely hydrating and very, very comfortable. Also, I hope the microphone picks that up because that is pretty much every sound in a porno. So thick. Okay. How are y'all? I am good. I went to Costco. I'm going to save that for another video. I'm going to save that for another video. It was an adventure, okay? It was an adventure, and that's a fun story time. I'll leave that for maybe later this week. Anyways, how's my little chickadees doing? I don't know why I paused as if like I'm waiting for you to say something. I'm like, no, not saying anything. Okay. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better. Although my allergies are like kicking my ass though. It's just kind of, there's always something constantly growing here in the great state of Florida. So I just feel blech, but whatever. Anyway, actually, let me just clip this part of my hair back. Also, don't mind my hair. I'm just like fucking lazy today. I don't feel like doing anything to it. Like not in the mood. And it's fucking hot too. Also, I feel like okay, so a few people in the last video was like, oh, your eyebrows are kind of skewing red. And I'm like, no, it has to be the lighting. No, I think you're right. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like the Benefit pencil that I normally use, it's not normally like this. I don't know what happened, but maybe it's because my hair color is kind of more icier. I don't know. So now I gotta go find a new fucking pencil, which sucks because I really liked it. But anyway, I'm sorry if my eyebrows, actually, why am I apologizing? I shouldn't have fucking, you're just gonna have to deal with it. You're just gonna have to deal with it, but I know, okay, bitch, I know. No, thank you for pointing it out because I was like, no, it has to be lighting. No, you're right. No, but I need to kind of figure that out. So for those that kind of have like similar hair color to mine or whatever the fuck this is, if you have a great recommendation to like a nice like icy blonde kind of a brow product, let me know. I need to find one like ASAP. So not expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. But it's kind of funny how it skews everything now. So I hope you can look past it. Kind of like an episode of House Hunters when you just see a wall with shitty wallpaper, like people just can't imagine what the room looks like. I hope you can do that for me. Just imagine what this might look like without the red eyebrows. Okay, thanks. All right. Okay. Let's try the Found Sealer. Okay, got my nice little mirror in here. Now, I love this product. This has been one of my favorite foundations for so many years. My biggest complaint about it is that I am like in between shades. So technically I have 08B, which this is a little too light for me. But then the next shade, which is like 15 or 14, it's like a hair too dark. In theory, I probably am a closer match to the shade that's a little bit darker for me because this one, while it does kind of have like a nice match around my neck because my neck is literally a fucking beacon of light. I have the same neck as the guy from the movie Powder, but the rest of my face is a little bit more cooked, right? Slightly, like I can't even say like a sauteed chicken, but you know, like, I was about to say blanch, but that doesn't even make any sense. Think of a cooking term. Think of a cooking term where you are slightly, I guess like browning? Is that a word? No, it's a word, but like, is that a cooking term? I think it is, whatever. And point is, I'm slowly getting a little toasty and it's due to my liver spots, or AKA my fucking freckles. So it kind of makes me a little bit warmer looking. This is, so I'm not super excited. I don't even know why. I guess in my mind, I thought I had the other one. So it was kind of a shock that I have the 08B. Whatever, we're gonna make this fucking work. But it's been a minute since I've used it, so here's hoping that it doesn't suck. And that I still love it. I like the container of this because it kind of comes up like a fucking Android. I think that's really cute. I'm gonna put, two pumps on the back of my hand. And I need a brush. And we are just gonna slowly kind of paint it on. You see what I'm saying? Like it's very light. And this is, yeah, pretty much everything that I remembered it to be. I don't know why Tarte never really did anything else with this line. I don't think they came out with a concealer. I'm pretty sure they didn't come out with a concealer. I think they kind of just like put all their eggs in the Shape Tape basket, which I mean, fuck Shape Tape. Just fuck it, okay? Fuck Shape Tape. I think Shape Tape is probably one of the most overrated products ever to exist, so. But this is going on really good. Doesn't really smell like anything. Kind of smells like product, but like not in like a really gross kind of a way. So being that I'm getting my sense of smell back, I can't really tell you what this smells like, but it doesn't smell like chemicals. So that's good. I really do like this fucking Merit brush. This is so good. So what I want to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of a sponge and we're just going to kind of press the product in. All right, I want to add a little bit more. So I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand and let's see if I can just like build it up right here. But this time I'm just gonna take a sponge, see if I can get Like I want more coverage there, but I feel like with the brush, it might be a little bit too much. So I know with the sponge, it's a little bit more kind of a sheer coverage. So I'm hoping I can get what I want, which I feel like I can. Yeah, I still like this. I just think that this is like not a great shade for me because when it's too light, it almost looks a little, I don't know, like it's not dry, but it's emphasizing texture, which is something that the darker shade never did. I kind of want to go get the darker shade, even though I have, you know, 90 fucking bottles of foundation. She's looking cute. All right, I like this. We're gonna leave it alone. And now we're gonna move on to the concealer, which is from LYS. This is the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I have it in the shade LN3. And I remember liking this. I remember really liking this formula. Oh, you see how that is very, that is kind of dark, compared to the light ass fucking foundation, but whatever, we're gonna make it work. Yeah, this is such a nice concealer. I need to use this more often. And hold on, I gotta fucking smell it. Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything. Do I have COVID? It doesn't really smell like anything at all, which is kind of funny. I need to go get a test. I'm sure my job would love that. I was literally out because I was sick the other week. I get COVID and I have to be back out. Probably be like, no. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty fucking good. I am gonna add a little bit more though, kind of here, because I feel like I'm getting like a lot of texture right there and I don't like it. So I wanna see if I can maybe mix it with like the darker concealer, but this might look a little bit better. Oh yeah, okay. That looks a lot better. We're looking pretty fucking good. Adorable. Okay, so I'm going to use this powder. I love this Becca powder. I'm really mad that Smashbox purchased Becca and saved some of the products, but the one that I fucking like, they were like, you know what? No. We're gonna take all existing product and throw it in a fucking vault and no one is ever gonna get to use it because we don't like you. That's pretty much what they're fucking saying to me. Anyway, if Smashbox could find it in their heart to ever release the under eye brightening setting powder, I will forever just, I don't know what could I do? Besides buying all of it, which I mean, it's probably gonna be a lot of money. I'll probably have to take out a loan, but whatever. It's kind of worth it. I will forever say only nice things about Smashbox. Right now, I don't say nice things about Smashbox because Smashbox sucks, but that can all change. If you release my product, I will just be nice to you. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna take a little bit of this, and I haven't used this in a minute because this, I believe, might be the second to last one that I have. So I'm babying the shit out of this, all right? So it even pains me that I'm doing this for the video because this is, you know, I'm gonna be fucking taking this off. This is all like expired makeup. But I'm gonna have to make it worth it. Maybe we can go get gas or something today. I don't know. Maybe Twisty Treat? Someone has to see me with this beautiful under eye makeup. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, see, that's all you need. Just like a little bit of powder and it just sets the under eyes so beautifully. Love her. She looks good. Very happy. Okay, so I am beyond excited to use this because I haven't used it in a minute and I just remember like loving the fuck out of it. And I kind of hope that I still do because otherwise this is gonna be a real shame. But Makeup Revolution came out with a Simpsons collection. So there's actually two collections. There was one that was the Halloween one, and then they had the Summer of Love collection. The Summer of Love collection released two products that was actually really fucking good. And that was the bronzer and the blush. I know, Makeup Revolution. Who would have fucking thought? There's something spectacular about this bronzer. It's very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way, but it blends out so fucking beautifully. And I think this is going to be the product I need to basically take me from uncooked chicken to slightly cooked chicken. So anyway, I take a little product on the back of my hand. It's a pretty deep shade, but when I tell you it blends out, it just, it blends out so beautifully. Trust the process, okay? Trust the process. This is gonna look a little fucked up in a second. Borderline problematic, but we can blend this out, okay? We can fucking blend this out. It is so fucking pretty. Now, granted, I look like I fell asleep at the beach. It's the next day. And so all that's white is pretty much where I had my sunglasses on, and we're gonna fix that. But I just love the color of this. It's like, well, yes, it is pretty fucking deep. You can blend it out. And I like that it has a red undertone because when it has like an orangey yellow undertone, it usually skews Cheeto on me. So the fact that I don't look like a fucking Cheeto is pretty fucking good. So that looks pretty amazing. Now I am going to take a little bit of the concealer and kind of just pop it up on my forehead right there because I did go a little bit too close to the sun. We're just going to melt those two together so it doesn't look super fucking nuts. That looks a little bit more soft. So I'm going to take a little bit of the blush, probably less than what I did with the bronzer, because this too, very, 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 very pigmented. By the way, the brush that I used is from Kaleido. This is the Duo Fiber Contour Brush. Love that brush for cream product. And this one is from Spectrum. This is the 004. It's from the Pusheen collection. This is what the blush looks like. It's very pretty. Very, 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 very pretty. But as you can see, a fucking little bit goes a long way. So we're just gonna just do that and then leave it alone. Now I want to actually now blend that product out better. Yeah, seriously, a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like I use too much, but it's still very pretty though, so like I'm not gonna fucking complain. But I think what I might do is have to kind of go over it with a sponge just to kind of dial it back a little bit. Now I know you're probably saying you must have COVID because because normally you look like a fucking clown, and you're right, I normally do. So that means I have COVID. No, I just kind of, I don't know, I want it to be like a little bit more soft. And I'm only saying that because we're going to be using a palette that has the best silver in the world. I don't want that to not shine because everyone's staring at my fucking blush, okay? So we are going to look softer for sure. But that looks good. Looks pretty good. Pretty cute. Very summery. I like that. I mean, I look pretty fucking cute. So to complete this, before we move on to the best part of the fucking video, I am kind of stuck between both of these highlighters. They are from Ritual Defeat. These are the Metamorphic highlighters. The Metamorphic highlighters are they're probably my favorite cream highlighter to ever exist because they are just so fucking bright and beaming. This is the shade The Sorcerer, which is actually technically older than this one, which is, I think it's Chimera. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have them all. I love Chimera. Chimera is like this really beautiful green, but I kind of think we need to go in with the Sorcerer one because, again, I want to stand out. I am an alien slut, but I really, 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 really want the eyeshadow to just sparkle. I feel like it'll look a lot better if I use the Sorcerer shade. So that's what we're going to do. So how I like to apply this one is pretty much just with my finger. And this doesn't smell weird either. So that's good. So I'm going to take a little bit of it. I'm actually going to put it on the back of my hand. This one is definitely sparkly. So kind of keep that in mind, but the sparkles don't emphasize any sort of dry texture or any of that garbage. So that's good. I love it because it's just so fucking wet and just slutty, and it's just a beautiful formula. Now these highlighters, if you do use a little too much, it can get a little greasy. So I find the best way to do it is kind of put it on the back of your hand and kind of like smooth it out and then lightly apply it and then build up as needed, of course. And when I do that, and I use the Flower Beauty spray, that definitely keeps it in place and it doesn't get all fucking weird. Ugh, so good. So good. Love that. And for shits and giggles, we'll put it on my nose. Why? Because it is 2016 in my brain. Actually, I think it's 2016 on TikTok, technically. Oh my God, take me to your leader so I could fuck him. I love that. Just gonna go in with a little bit of my sponge. I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I applied the blush, just to kind of go over it just a little bit. Pretty cute though. I am, ooh, what should I do? I'm gonna let this kind of sit and marinate for a second because actually, no, I'm gonna let it sit and marinate for a second and then I'm gonna douse my face with that powder. But since I pretty much completed my base, what we are going to start working on is the eye look, the thing that we are all here for, okay? So let me start with my primer, which I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie. I love the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I think this is so good. This was like pretty much my go-to thing until I started finding primers that actually worked for me. And not every primer works for me, keep that in mind. Sometimes they don't. The only ones I found that have been really good is from Kaleidos and Sigma. But there's something about the NARS Soft Matte that just, I don't know, makes me so happy. Just gives me all the feels. Okay, so this is the palette. This bad boy here is everything you want it to be. It is very stupid looking. It has a giant mirror. It's supposed to look like a fucking laptop. You have a little switch pan at the bottom that's in the shape of a bear head. Like, how sweet is that? But the best thing about this fucking palette is the quality. Now, I've had this for a very long time and it still fucking holds up, which makes no sense whatsoever because Sephora eyeshadows are usually not that good. But this one is fucking everything. And the one that we're using is this guy right here, which is this beautiful fucking silver shade. And I'm just going to put that all over my fucking lid because that's what I want to bathe myself in. This is the perfect Tin Man Dick silver shade. I have been on a quest to find like something comparable to it. And I feel like what I've done with Lethal Cosmetics, it kind of comes close, but there's still just something so, I don't even know, fucking breathtaking about this silver shade. It's not sparkly, because that's my biggest complaint, is that silvers are usually like way too sparkly and then it's like glitter bukkake central. That's not the case here. This is very smooth, it's very sexy, it's very soft, but it packs a motherfucking punch. And babies, that's what I want all over my face. The other shadows in this palette are beautiful. The mattes are very pigmented. They blend very easily, have great longevity, bloopity blop blop. I like the color story. It's kind of silly and weird and very fucking gimmicky, but it works and it makes sense. And I just don't understand why Sephora fucks us. Or doesn't fuck us, I don't know. They're just not releasing stuff like this. It's like, why are you fucking with me? I don't know. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with this kind of boring ass basic bitch like brown shade over there. And I'm gonna put that pretty much in the crease and a little bit above the crease. Again, I really don't give a fuck about the matte shadows. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the matte shadows in here, but I don't really care. I really just wanna play with that silver. I just wanna put a little something in the crease and then mosey on down to the shimmer shade. I'm tempted to use the kind of yellow shade in here, but it's all about silver today. There is a black shade right here. I'm going to use that in the outer corner. I really sincerely don't understand why Sephora is not consistent with their makeup. It really makes me sad because these are really fucking good. It's like, why can't you make good things? Like, I love the Cocaine Bear highlighter. That one's so good. Or their weird take on the Dior Air Flash. That's wonderful too. Albeit the shittiest component ever, but still very fucking good. But when it comes to eyeshadows, they are just, I don't know, less than stellar. It's a fucking shame. I love how these matte shadows build up. They blend very beautifully, and I don't feel like I'm dealing with any sort of patchiness or any kind of garbage. It's just nice. So I am going to take like a clean, fluffy brush just to kind of blend out the edges of that lighter brown, just to make that area look a little bit softer. That's probably my only complaint about this palette is that I wish there was like a white shade or like a taupe shade, because I feel like that would kind of be nice to like blend stuff out with, but whatever, it's not the end of the world. Plus they don't make this fucking palette anymore anyway, so who cares? So that said, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of NYX glitter glue. I use my Rephr number 21, which is a great brush for shimmer shade application. And we're going to just paint the lid. Even just putting my brush into this. Fucking beautiful, okay? Just everything I want it to be. It's just so good. It's so fucking good. Please, fucking, if you want the silver, go just, do people tweet still? I don't know. Make videos pleading to Sephora that they need to fucking release this. Release this formula, okay? You are fucking mean hiding this from the world. It's gonna go in with that black shadow, pounce it in the outer corner just to soften up where that shimmer ends. Ugh, so good, so fucking good. I am gonna go in with a little bit of that black matte shadow. I'm just gonna put it like right above my kind of lash line just to, you know, give my eye a little drama. But I want it to be like really close because I don't want to cover up that silver at all. Because I will not be able to forgive myself if I do, okay? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love it. So I think I don't know if I have, I don't know what kind of eyeliner. Who am I kidding? I'm just gonna use the same eyeliner I use all the time, which is from Mel Cosmetics, Cultura. I can't stop using it. I'm gonna use this brown shade. It's right next to the little yellow shade. And we're just going to put that in the lower lash line. And then I am gonna take a little bit of that yellow, just a scotch, just to kind of blend out. I don't want it to be too much, just enough. Okay, got something a little soft in there. I'm gonna go back into that silver shade and I'm just going to kind of put that very lightly in the inner corner. Don't want to pick up too much product. I don't want it to take away from the lid, but just enough to kind of give sparkle, just enough. Oh, fucking beautiful, beautiful. I am going to use this mascara from Chantecaille because I've had it for a while and I just will never get rid of it because I love it too much. It is very expensive. I think it's worth it. I don't know, just something so magical about it. I take that back. Like, it is worth it, yes. But drugstore mascara has been really like fucking killing it lately. So, I mean, you don't really need this one. You don't. But if you're looking to like, I don't know, you won the lottery and you're like, I want to buy something like fucking expensive and stupid, but actually works, their mascara. I'm going to do the other side, put on a lip, and yeah, let's see what's worth it and what's not. I mean, this looks pretty fucking good. So, actually, before I do a lip, I am going to use a spray. So, I'm gonna try to hold my microphone down. It's so good. It's so good. I fucking love that spray. I need to use you more often. Sorry, bud. Okay. Love this, love this. Now I have two different lip products. I forgot to film my little lip carousel thing, but I think I'm gonna go in with this one from Hermes. This is Beige Kalahari. I love this fucking color. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And here is the completed look, which I mean, listen, I'm fucking adorable. So to kind of give you like a quick little rundown, Chantecaille primer, absolutely yes. It still looks really good, feels really good, doesn't have a weird fucking smell. And I feel like it's making the foundation just look that much more juicy. I think my only little comment about all the makeup that I used today is that the found sealer could have been a better shade for me. I think I am closer to the next shade up because I think this one is just a little bit too light for me. But when I mix it with the LYS, it kind of normals out. So on one hand, it's like, I don't really need to like get it right now. But in the future, when I do repurchase it, I need to not ever get this fucking shade ever again. So there you go. I love the bronzer. I love the blush. Ritual Defy highlighters. Oh, bitch, they're still so fucking good. The eyeshadow palette, that is coming into the fucking grave with me. I will never get rid of you, baby. And of course, the Chantecaille mascara. You know what's funny? I know as I was applying it, I was like, no, this is like really good. But the more I think about it, you know, I could probably deal without that one. And it's all due to the fact that drugstore mascara is just fucking far more superior. So while I do like the properties of the Chantecaille, it's not as like, you know, fucking lifted and separated like the L'Oreal Telescopic or the new e.l.f. mascara. It looks really good, but I definitely have cheaper mascara that looks a lot better. So I could probably part with that during my next declutter. Lipstick, fucking love it. Flower Beauty powder, absolutely fucking stunning. I think in terms of the actual products that you can pick up, because you can't get the Makeup Revolution ones, that doesn't exist. The Sephora palette doesn't exist. I'm not sure if this particular color for the Hermes lipstick exists. I'm not too sure, but if it does, this is really fucking good. But the things that actually exist, they still make this one. They still do the Flower Beauty. Of course, if you ever want to try anything from Ritual Defy, I have a code. Theresa 10, you can get 10% off, especially on these metamorphic highlighters. And I think that's it, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. And a concealer. The concealer is really, really fucking good too. But the only thing is that the shade is kind of, it's a little too yellow for my liking. Actually, you know, I remember though, when I did try this concealer out, I think the original one that I did pick up was a little bit too dark. So I think this is the only option I can use. I gotta fact check that. But if that's not the case, then I need to go see if there could be a potentially better shade for me. Well, I do think it works very beautifully. It doesn't crease or any of that bullshit. I just, not a fan of the tone of it. But this beautiful powder, this beautiful beacon of light. Without you, I would be nothing. This this definitely softens it up and brightens that whole under eye area. So yeah, I like this. I think today was actually a very good makeup day, and albeit a very dead and expired makeup look, but I love it nonetheless. So now I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know down below, what expired or dead products are you playing with? Let me know, because I love hearing from you. And of course, check back next month for part 3. And of course, I want to say thank you so much to my patrons and my YouTube members. Thank you so much for keeping this disgusting garbage boat afloat. I love you. And with that said, I'll see you motherfuckers on Wednesday. Bye.